GM, happy Monday morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me everywhere on the space and on the streams. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm hopeful that everything's going great in your life because, look, crypto's about to change. Everything is about to change. Today's the inauguration day here in the United States for Donald Trump. Crypto has been on a tear. We got Bitcoin at 100 and where is it? 108, back to 108,000. We hit almost 110,000 overnight. That was crazy to see. A lot of there is some bullshit going on in crypto with the whole Trump coin and the Melania coin. Now everything is it's meme coin season right now, kind of unexpectedly. So we can talk about that if you guys want. Make sure you smash the like button as you are coming on into the show. And if you are on the YouTube, smashing the like button, great. If you are on X, hit the heart. If you feel like coming up to stage on the space, we are also running a space. Let me pull that up there. There you go. Feel free to raise your hand. You are more than welcome to do that. And we're going to talk about all this kind of stuff today. What is happening in the markets right now? We can take a quick look. Let's see. Let's bring that up while we get through some of the house cleaning here. Monday morning. Hope you guys are ready. January 20th. I can't honestly, really quick, like January 20th, like, man, this month's almost over already. I know there's 31 days and we're a little bit over halfway through it, but jeepers creepers, man. I feel like I know we said it actually. No, we said the same thing last week. We can't do that again. This month is just cruising. All right, let's go. Dougie and Frank, I'll bring you guys up. But let's go really quick. Let's take a look at the markets and see what is happening. Let's see, it's up almost 2% today to 3.69 trillion. There you go. You can meme that if you'd like. Volume up 63%. Again, you got Bitcoin. Well, it's 108,000 over on Phemex, but 107.7 over on Coin Market Cap, up almost 3% today. You got Ethereum at 33. XRP taking the 3 spot, up 5.5% today to 329. Man, I cannot wait to see that thing rip up the double digits. I know a lot of you guys are skeptical, but it's going to happen. Trust me. $10 plus. Get ready. Ondo's going to make a big run for it. Let's see what else we got. Solana. It's really interesting. Solana freaking pumped over the weekend. It's down about 10% today, back down to 256. Let's see what are the biggest pumpers of the day. SPX 6900. Official Melania meme up to $8.20, sitting at a cool $1.5 billion market cap. It's crazy how fast these things have been shooting up. Who knows how this is going? Is this the whole meta, right? Where now it's personal coins and family coins and all that stuff. And it's while it is opportunistic, it is also, I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of goes to show where the future of this industry is going. I'm going to go full screen here for a second. I had some of my family texting about this last night, thinking like, really, it's unfortunate. And listen, I understand, and we can talk about this. What you guys think about, the whole dropping the Trump, and then the night before the inauguration, dropping the Melania, and then we're probably going to get a Barron, then an Eric, then a Don Jr. Jokes aside, all that kind of stuff, right? But the whole idea of tokenization, and as we move forward, that is really the idea of how it all works. Like, say you're Bob's Plumber Shop, right? And you want to drop the Bob's Plumber Shop coin because that's what you want to use for your ecosystem. And as we get farther into crypto, I feel like this is something that would be more viable, but it just goes to show that your business, your influence, everything is that key driver of the economy, of the token for whatever it is that you represent. And silly as it is or may not be, I feel like that is the future of tokenization, and not every personal token needs to be a thing. But I think, people of influence or companies, businesses, stuff like that, like if they had a token, like that could be what they deal with, or how they, I don't know, their P&Ls or their balance sheet, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it goes into the tokenization of the coin. And obviously, like if let's go back to Bob's Plumber Shop, and you're there locally and you do a job and someone pays you like in normal fiat or maybe their personal coin or Bitcoin or whatever, and then you go back and you exchange it for your Bob coin, or you know what, whatever. That's just an interesting way to think about it as it all works out, and maybe trying to find the silver lining in all of this, showing that you can have your Trump coin too, but maybe it would be something else. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think you're giving them all the juice and they haven't paid for it. So how about you take all that juicy alpha and make it a little bit more beta for once, J Chains?
Okay.
Do you understand what I said? No, because I don't speak in riddles. I speak in real talk.
Well, I mean, I kind of, you don't want to give it all for free, right? You don't want to give the secret sauce. Maybe.
You don't want to give the milk before the cow. And that's what my mama taught me. And she's not Satoshi's mom. She's my mom.
Okay. Satoshi's grandma.
Moo. What's going on? Yo, guys.
Because basically that's what we're doing. We're operating beyond the lines. We have exited the matrix. And the same thing the Trump family can do, my little family can do, and nobody needs to pay attention, and nobody pays attention when nobody wants taxes. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
If no one pays attention to your Bob the Builder plumber laying pipe all over town, then nobody cares. Okay? And that means that everybody can operate in their own little siloed little magic coin and nobody can care. That can happen. It's already happening. It's happened for years.
Right.
But then you got to go say it out loud, and then people are going to start thinking about it.
Oh.
And then people have to start paying taxes or like going to jail. And that's inappropriate.
I don't think there's debtor's prison, right? Do you still need to go to prison? I think we're going to get rid of the IRS, and so hopefully taxes go away. I feel like that's going to happen. What's up, Frank?
Blaming you for all this.
Yes, you forgot the part that I'm directly blaming J Chains and his YouTube channel.
I'll take, hey, I could be, if I need to be the scapegoat, I'll take it, I suppose.
I will make you the scapegoat just like that other YouTube guy. What was his name? Captain Planet? Captain America? Captain Crypto? Mr. Beast. He was a scapegoat. He was just a dude saying the wrong things at the wrong time.
How in the world did you get, really quick, like, because I'm really, like, I'd psychoanalyze my thought process a lot. How did you get from, like, Captain Underpants to Mr. Beast? Like, how did that
Because work? I don't have actual children. I'm pretending to be a mom and talk about, like, Paw Patrol and shit. I don't know my own references. I'm just trying to be normal, like a normal human who has children and pays taxes. Trying to make references that your people will align with.
My people.
Not only did she go from Captain Underpants to Mr. Beast, but she did it within one sentence, which is like
thank you. Be Frank. Be that Frank again. Frank, be. What you should be Frank for? Why are you so Frank, B?
We've got a lot to be frankful for, that's for sure.
Frankful, yo, J Chains, you on a spectrum or some shit? Shit, you punching out people. I think you on a spectrum. Shit.
Yeah, definitely. We all are a little, I think. I am a toe walker. That's like a sign. I don't like the wind. That's a sign.
We all thought you were normal just because you had big boxing gloves. You're not normal, sir, and I approve.
Thank you. Well, that's one of the compliments that I've gotten recently that I will accept. So thank you.
See, you're too quick to say thank you. You need to kick me out of the ring. Ding, 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 ding. Knockout, KO. Be Frank. Take it over with the jingle of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, Be Frank. Take it over with the jingle of the day. Frank, wait.
Wow.
Now he's shy.
And that's been the jingle. And that's been the jingle of the day, brought to you by B. Frank. Back to you, J Chains.
All right. Well, we all missed it, but so I guess we'll just have to catch it the next time, I suppose. I hope everybody is doing well. I mean, man, what do we expect for like like today in crypto? Like all shits and giggles aside, that we're having fun. But literally, what are we expecting today, guys?
Dude, I don't know what to expect. To be honest, like I took profit today. We hit 101 back up to 108. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take some profit because I didn't do it last time. And I don't know what the hell's going on. This weekend was fucking wild. Like I was trading with the blonde broker, Doug Hype, and I was like doing TA on Trump coin for like $4 with them. And I helped Doug make a couple $1,000. So he called me the first thing in the morning. Damn, I should have held. I told you it was going to $20, bro. And no, it was fun. It was a good time this weekend. I didn't really, buy any of these coins. I kind of traded Trump coin on weeks once it got put on the exchange. Made a couple trades, did some pretty good scalps on the 1 minute. But man, this fucking weekend was crazy between that Elon and Melania. Like Melania, I couldn't even get it because like the Solana was down.
Yeah, that was great. Well, so the new one, I was trying to get it, but my slippage, even at 1%, wasn't accepting it. But it looks like the country of Cuba is now launching a coin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah, and
Cuba.
So I put it on automatic, and like it wants me to like as far as slippage goes, 6.1%. Like that's fucking wild. Like no, thank you.
Well, can you imagine? Like, actually, now that you say that, can you imagine if each country makes their own token, and the token goes up or down based on how well, like, the country invests, has exports and stuff like that? It does well based on their economy, how the coin can go up or down. It'd be kind of neat. You can invest in countries.
I mean, is that going to be the new like a country like, and it's not going to launch on pump.fun, like we know that, but our country's going to start having like coins that you can buy, and I know that sounds fucking stupid, but not like a stable coin that's like the dollar, right? That is your currency. I mean, like is there going to be a trade where like the US coin or the number one economies, like their coins go much higher than the third world countries or whatever? Maybe there's a short squeeze on the American coin and everybody goes long on fucking Somalia or whatever.
Well, didn't the Melania coin launch on pump.fun?
What's that?
Didn't the Melania coin launch on pump.fun?
I mean, that just seems crazy that the Trump, from what I understand, Trump and Melania were launched from two different entities. I could be wrong about that. I thought I read something about that.
So when I was trying to find out why none of us could buy it yesterday, I was doing a bit of chain analysis. Ugh, I struggle with that word. It's Monday. And yeah, it looked to me as though it was actually launched on pump.fun. Don't hold me to that. I'll double check. I'll double check this afternoon. But yeah, it just seemed a bit strange to me. That's why I was really skeptical about that one. But yeah, speaking about slippage as well, when I was trying to buy it, the slippage was like, I've never seen it do it before, but it was trying like 7%, 10%. Like it just, it was all over the place.
Yeah, for me, because I like, all right, so like I want to put a half a soul into this Cuba coin thing, right? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. A half a soul gives me 13,000. It was 15,000, but now I get 13,000. And like with crypto preset, it's at 12 million. All right, done. So I'm in the Cuba coin. Let's see what the fuck happens here. So we've got 14,000 of them. I just put in a half a soul. We'll see what happens with the Cuba coin. But I had to raise the tolerance. The slippage tolerance had to go to 6%. That's wild. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Where did you do the swap?
On Phantom. Just on the app.
All right, cool.
Everybody get your Cuba coin. Let's see what happens. I got my brother's married to a Cuban woman. So hey, supporting the family, right? Is that right, or am I thinking about that wrong? Smash the like button.
All right, I'll get half a soul as well to support the Chains family. There we go.
There we go. I love it. Frank, go for it, and then we'll go to KT.
So that Cuba coin is actually like Cuba releasing a coin.
Let's go to the going on X.
Cuba. And then the Trump coin is actually Trump, right? Like, like that's how I'd be skeptical.
So
here's what it actually. Go ahead, my bad.
All right. So from what I understand, maybe it was all just screenshots. Yeah, I don't think it's the real one.
Was that Cuba coin like a 5 million market cap?
It was. Let's see. Let's go to it. It tells me that it is a $5.56 million market cap. Yep, official.
Yeah, so that was created on pump.fun as well.
Yeah, I probably got scammed.
You got that? Can you send me the?
So who's going to jail? Did anybody read the litigation? Who's a lawyer in here?
Me.
I'm not.
So who's going to jail?
Not us.
At
Me.
pumpfund.com.
Oh my God. You know what? Hash, man, you are just like the absolute king at disguising yourself. I was just like, who is this CXMZAI now? A whale person. And it's Hash. It's our buddy.
So is that Trump coin actually Trump?
It's always Hash.
Holy
Trump launched it with accredited investors way before yesterday. Hello. So it's accredited investorship. It's not even a crypto thing. It's literally a stock.
Yeah, that's World
Everybody,
Liberty Financial. We're talking about Trump token. And yes, it was officially, from what I can see, Melania's was officially hers. I haven't been able to verify this Cuba coin yet.
so everybody's excited that they actually released the coin, but not realizing like, oh snap, he's actually about it and he's really doing it, because he done launched his own coin before, like he could have just been running on, I'm gonna let crypto do its thing and help crypto out, and I'm for crypto and this, that, and other, and get inaugurated today and completely ignored us. You know what I mean? So
and you know what's
Are
crazy?
you calling yourself accredited? Be frank.
He's sticking to what he ran on.
Be frank. Frank B. Accredited? That's inappropriate for a U.S. Marine, which I don't even know if you are anymore.
Ooh.
Never was.
Well, it could have been. KT, go for it. And then we'll swing it on back to Doug.
Oh, yeah, I'm just jumping in for the shenanigans. Yeah, this weekend was crazy. But when you guys were talking about countries and tokens, I mean, isn't it just the digitization of current currencies? They're just moving it from paper money to digital money. You can arbitrage currencies right now out on the markets. It's just really difficult. You put it into some kind of a digital currency, like a crypto of some kind, and then all of a sudden everybody can trade everything all the time. And I don't remember who said it, but you were spot on. The countries that are doing fantastic, their token goes up. The countries that are not, their token goes down. It's just moving where the cash is.
At the end of the day, I mean, from what you're saying right there, I do understand that, and I think that is something that we've talked about in the show. And again, you guys have heard me say that I took a lot of the shitters that I had, I kept some, I kept little bags of others, whatever. For the most part, like I put everything into Sol, right? And at the end of the day, like as shitty as like some of this is, and as negative as a lot of this is, like what we are witnessing right now is actually the beginning phases for the retail mass adoption phase. Like it's now happening. Like it's slam dunk. Trump did it. Trump is the crypto president. Trump did and will. And when we look back at this moment, this will be the defining moment of mass adoption at a retail level. It's happened, guys, as much as we like it or not. And so now we've got to find a way to smooth out the transition, because it's going to be a little rocky. We do know that. But again, let's peel it back and understand exactly what's happening. And I think, yeah, the Crump coin, let's get that thing on pump.fund now. But most importantly, again, so having condensed all of my shitters into Solana, and we saw what happened to Solana over the weekend, guys. That is the key takeaway, is look what happened. The Solana ecosystem, it got overloaded yesterday and had to, I mean, who knows if it was for real or not. Like, we know that there's been some issues with Solana pausing in the past, but again, it is massive for crypto, massive for the Solana ecosystem. And for all of us that have been here, like I was saying this to someone yesterday, this honestly, like it's bitter, it's mixed, bittersweet, right? But at the end of the day, this is the fucking moment that if you've been here for years, like I'm crypto class of 2017, this is something we've been fucking dreaming about since then. Like we're here. Mass adoption is coming, like very soon, much sooner than we all thought.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
We haven't been dreaming about the same thing. You've been dreaming about that, and I've been dreaming about demolishing all of your bags personally.
Well, a lot
Every
of
time you
people's
talk up
bags are gonna
here,
get demolished too. And hey, listen, with all of that, and you see everybody's input and everything makes sense here, right? Demolishing bags. That's something people got to pay attention to now. Fear and FOMO, like, or FUD and FOMO and all that kind of shit. Like that could derail your entire crypto bull run, is if you make wrong moves because of FUD and FOMO. So I'm glad.
as soon as you engage the bride and disengage her, you better watch your bags closely, because it's not gonna happen with you and any of your bags. You understand what that means, J Chains?
Yeah. No, not really.
Yeah, keep giving me the mic. Keep giving me the mic whenever I ask, and don't be mean to any of my brides. I have a real human person coming out here as the bride, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. But you have to be nice to her as well.
Do you have like a harem of brides?
Yes, I collect them. I literally find real nice girls, and then I just give them the account, and then they don't know what they're talking about, and that's exactly the point.
Oh, you're a genius. I think that's a genius move. Congratulations on that, Satoshi's bride. Hash, let's go to you, and then we're going to swing it to
My
next level.
pleasure.
Still can't confirm this Cuba thing. Best that I can find is that it's not. Looks like some ministry dropped it allegedly, and now it's being like CTO'd or something like that. Again, hard to find the information right now. Exciting times, absolutely. I don't believe Solana actually went down. If anybody has, please correct me, but I don't believe blocks stopped being made like they have in the past when the network is shut down. I think it was a congestion issue. I know I saw Phantom and some other applications come out and say, oh, like, we're working on it. But I don't think the network itself, like, yes, it got fucking battered, but I don't think it went down.
Okay.
Not that means it's a good thing, but it was different than in the past. It was a volume thing. And then also the reason I heard it was a much worse problem yesterday than with the Trump coin is because of the actual action on Solana itself, as opposed to the action on the coin.
But when the Melania nobody could access, like, was it Phantom, right? When the Melania coin dropped, wasn't that part of the?
It was Jupiter and that as
well. It was everything. The only thing that I heard worked, some people went straight through Jupiter. But even then, I heard a lot of people having some issues with that. But yeah, like all the bots in Telegram couldn't do it. Phantom couldn't do it. Soulflare, I heard, was having issues. Like all the wallets were having issues.
Yeah, there was one stat, I don't remember exactly where I saw, but they were trying to handle something like 8 million transactions a second.
That's wild.
So on the peak, when I was looking into it last night, I think it showed the bottleneck really kicked in at about 60 billion transactions, which is just wild.
60 billion transactions? That's insane.
Yeah, in a day, 60 billion transactions, when the average was like, I think it was like between 5 and 7 billion, and yeah, it hit like 60 billion.
That's it, guys. Mass adoption is here. Get ready. It is. You were early. You're no longer early. It's now time to make sure that you have planned accordingly for the next 9 months of your life. Don't fuck it up. Next level. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's up? What's up? I think you just nailed it. I mean, there's a good, bad, and the ugly, right? A lot of eyes on crypto. Memes are good to go as long as your president's launching them. I guess that's the threshold. And I guess the bad is a lot of FOMO, right? Like a lot of projects got hit, all liquidity, everyone just ran over, and the ugly Solana, right? You just can't beat that slip. 20% slippage and still nothing's going through. Volume bots down, networks down. There's got to be a fix for it. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, long-term solid projects that show that they can make through these black swan events are going to be okay. But yeah, just be in a good position to put your project in front of the new people, because they're going to see Trump coin out of billions and billions, and they're going to get the same mentality we did, right? Oh, that's too high. I want the X's. So just look out and make sure you market yourself and get out there in front of people for the newcomers.
There you go. I agree with you there, brother. Man, I actually don't know the order of the hands. Maybe it was Frank and then Mike, I believe.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, since all this has been happening, I've seen a little bit of that TV And seeing some commercials, it's really been like crypto heavy, and I'm like, yo, that's wild. So I mean, even a lot of these, I think there's even like an investment firm or one of those investment apps, it's like Robinhood or some shit. Was like, oh, you don't know how to get into crypto? Allow us to teach you, and blah blah blah. And it's like, wow, this is it's kind of nuts to see.
Mike.
Yeah,
brother.
game on, right?
Yeah, game on.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Robinhood, I just saw Trump this morning got listed on Robinhood. But when it comes to Solana, I think this is like a super huge positive because everybody can say, hey, you know what? Our network, we've scaled our network, it can handle this many transactions, blah, blah, blah. But until they actually live it, until it actually happens, like, this is a really good stress test for Solana to see the work that they put in and what it can handle. And now they have all the data and they can go and say, okay, we had some congestion issues. How can we fix it? Like, now they have data, they can go and fix the problems and make it even better than it was before. So I think it's really good because, again, building your network and actually having the transactions coming through and living through it and getting the data is only going to make Solana better.
Listen, I agree with you, man. Listen, there's no better way to improve and to scale up than to just have to, right? And I think, who was it? Man, here we go. Cuba's on a roll. Our half of a Solana is now 3/4 of a Solana. We should have put a lot more into it, but that's, they're shitters, man. You don't want to don't risk it if you might not make biscuits.
Okay, James, when are you going to tell everybody that they're their own banks now and that they have to get certified in the National Bank of Money Transmitters and everyone's a bank? Congratulations, you just became a financial advisor. Everyone on the planet is a financial advisor now, especially like Sandra AI, because like all the girls that control the trainers are going to make more money than the boys. And then we're all going to be banks of your money.
Darn it.
When everybody's super, no one is.
No one's going to know anybody.
Technically, everybody is their own financial advisor.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, but most people are dumb. Most people are dumb overall. They can't do it, so they're going to tell me to do it, and then I'm going to take more than 2%, at least 5%, maybe even 10%, because I feel like it. You know what that means, Canada?
Do you think you could?
I'm talking to you.
Can you do that? Can you give like a commission to your AI agent, but then like you just like?
Yes, I can, and I can blame the AI machine, and it wasn't me. It was my crazy AI that was running on her own accord. I'm not compliant, not liable.
Sounds like my AI agent's bipolar. That's scary.
Sounds like she's schizophrenically reading every single legislation and not gonna go to jail. How about that?
Yeah, it sounds like
more than bipolar, baby.
She just hit you with the Jamie Foxx talking about the alcohol.
Yeah, I blame it on the not the alcohol. But I don't drink that. I gotta stay in games. I gotta stay green, baby.
There you go. I like this. I like where all of this is going. Thank you guys for being here. I know, again, it's 9:30 in the morning. It's not election day. Jeez Louise. It's inauguration day here in the U.S. You could be doing anything. You could be watching like news coverage right now, but a lot of you guys are here hanging out with us. And so I appreciate that. You can do yourself a solid, especially it's actually what you're doing is a solid to the folks that are here watching on the YouTube, because they're like the minority of all of us. There's the fewest of them, but they are the loudest and the most supportive. And so by smashing the like button on the YouTube, or hitting the X on heart, or going down to the bottom right and hitting the purple pill in the space, or the multiplier as we like to call it, you are rewarding those people, the faithfuls, the ones that show up every day and they're here and they keep that like to watch ratio on YouTube at 100%, which to me is amazing. We may be a little bit different now. The YouTube crowd is growing significantly, and so I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you smash the like button. All jokes aside, I do appreciate everyone that is here. Thank you. This is a fun conversation. Let's kind of shift gears into. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's see what we think about this. The inauguration. I don't know what time Trump speaks. The ceremony, I believe, starts at noon Eastern. All that. Do we have an over/under? And I'll look at Polymarket to see if there is anything. But do we have an idea if Trump is going to be talking about crypto, if he is going to talk about his Trump coin during his inauguration, or no? What do you guys think?
I don't think he legally can.
Oh, because now he's the president. He can't.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'd
agree
probably
with
say the
that.
same as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I share that sentiment as well.
Just while you're talking about that and the poly market thing, I was reading something the other day, and it really made me laugh. There's some guy, I think he was Romanian, a Romanian guy. He's got like $200,000 or euros in his own currency, based on the fact that Trump will make it to his inauguration without being, what's the word? Assassinated.
That's crazy. Not something I would. I don't like betting on all that kind of stuff. Anyway. All right, I love this, man. We've already made a quarter of a Solana so far. Let's keep Cuba, guys. Pump Cuba coin. Everybody needs to pump it for our own bag's sake. Get your posts out. Get your networks. Tell everybody to get into Cuba. That's what we're doing. We're gonna make Cuba the 52nd state. Canada's the 51st. Cuba's the 52nd. We'll do it with the profits of the corn. Go ahead. Go ahead, KT.
Yeah, I forgot about this earlier, but you were talking about being early and late,
Mhm.
and I've got a sneaking suspicion that once the ink starts flying on these executive orders and the crypto one, whatever that is, that has been rumored, once that hits the mainstream news, I think that every network is just going to get slammed with basically newbies trying to figure out what the hell is going on and how the hell do we do this. And I have a feeling that folks like you who run shows every day are going to become demigods because you know what to do and you know how to do it and you have a voice. So I think anybody who knows anything about anything and isn't out there scamming is in a good spot in about 3 hours.
I like that. However, the only demigod that I know and love is Maui from Moana, and I can't think that I would ever be on the same level as Maui. So
Well played. Well played. Can you sing?
I can sing. You didn't ask me if I can sing well. I think that's a very
No, I did not.
Can you sing as good as Corey?
probably better, maybe.
Then I'll put you on the same level then because you're probably about as big as Maui and
No.
you probably did a lot better stuff than him. So I'm not worried about it at all.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
I've never seen
that.
him step in the ring.
Very, very kind of you. Definitely The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't know his stature. He's probably like a 6'5" kind of guy, right?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I am looking that up right now. He is 6'5". Yes. Yeah, no, that I'm like 6 foot in the morning, like 5'11" and a quarter or like a half or whatever at night, right? Because obviously you guys know, like while you're sleeping, you grow. And then in the morning you're your tallest, and then throughout the day, all the compression on your spine shrinks you. And so if you were to measure yourself in the morning versus the evening, you will see a difference. I don't know if you guys
This
knew that.
is true. Oh yeah.
So would that mean that everybody's taller in space?
Probably.
Well,
do you compress or you decompress in space? Yeah, you would decompress, right?
there's no gravity to pull, so it neither.
Yeah, you would. That's true too. I wonder if just like you said the compression in your spine, if you could just stretch it out, you know what I mean?
You start floating.
Get a little longer.
Huh. Do you age differently in space though, right too?
Yeah, they did a test on people's watches. That guy who was up in space for, I don't know, what is it, a few months. They checked his watch, and it was definitely different than here. It's all about gravity.
I mean, that's one of those things, like when you think about gravity, because we did our conspiracy theory week last year, and they kind of like turned me upside down on my whole kind of life and everything. To me, like we're gonna base gravity off some fucking guy dropping an apple back in like the 1700s. I don't know about that. I feel like there's probably a little bit more of a thought process that needs to go into it now that we know a little bit more. We've got some better tech, and we can, do things better than just drop an apple. Because like you got to think like, what about the people on the underside of the world? Like, shouldn't that, you know what I mean? Like, can anybody help me out here?
So there was a thing where they measured time at the top of Mount Everest and at sea level over some period of time. It's been a very long time since I looked at any of this, but there was a difference. And I mean, look at some of the people who did I think somebody did an analysis of the movie Interstellar and how it addressed gravity and time. And they said that it may not have been perfect, but it wasn't too far off.
Okay, here we go. According to the theory of relativity, time moves slightly slower in stronger gravitational fields, and at higher altitudes, the gravitational field is weaker. Therefore, the clock at the top of Mount Everest will run slightly faster than the clock at sea level on Earth. That's very interesting. I've never heard anything like that at all. That's wild.
Yeah. So here's another thing that'll wreck your brain.
Oh, okay.
There's another thing about the analysis of time and how time theoretically doesn't actually exist. And it's just how we handle, how our brains perceive
that's a little too much.
Actions happening.
That's a little too much for me right now.
How do we get from crypto to this?
I don't really know.
Well, we're trying to identify what's going to happen in about 3.5 hours and trying to figure out how we can get ahead of the curve.
Trump pump?
I've seen a bunch of conspiracy theories on Twitter. The same pastor, the same person that predicted him getting shot in the air, predicted some whole other stuff. So, since we want to go down conspiracy theories.
No, we could do that. We could do another week at some point if you guys wanted to do conspiracy theory week, but I just don't know if today's the right day for it. We could get back into crypto and kind of speculating of what's going to happen in the next little bit here. It is 9:38. Oh, let me open up TradingView or Coin Market Cap. TradingView is good because
hey, I got a question because he said he's going to sign a slew of executive orders before, after, during the inauguration. He said he's going to be signing them all day.
Mm-hmm.
You think crypto has anything to do with any of them?
Absolutely. I think that we'll get a couple. I think we will hear something about the strategic reserve probably today. I'm hopeful that we see he doesn't have to fire Gary Gensler. That was something he had said day one, but Gary resigned, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm absolutely hopeful that we hear something about the Free Ross movement. I believe that Ross, while he should have had some kind of penalty and paid some kind of time for whatever he did and put together and allowed people to do on his platform, I think it's been long enough. So 2 life sentences plus 40 is insane. So I think he's been in jail for 12 years. That's probably long enough. So would love to see Trump pardon Ross. And then honestly, I would love to see not crypto related, but I would love to see him reverse the pardon that Fauci just got. I think that Fauci should be tried for crimes against humanity if we're being real here.
The way Biden pardoned that motherfucker?
Yeah, on the last night at before the clock struck midnight, it's like basically the deep state just got like a blanket pardon. If you get a pardon the night before things change, like at the last minute, you're a bad motherfucker, and Fauci is one of them.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there was a ton of people who got pardoned last night. A whole bunch of people, everybody involved in.
Go. So the headline is Biden preemptively pardons Anthony Fauci, Mark Miley, and January 6th committee members. Can you unpardon a pardon? Is that something you can do?
I don't think so, but for the Fauci thing, that wasn't just here in the U.S. So then you've got the World Court, I think. So I think there's still a way, but I don't know if it's here in the U.S.
Got it. Frank, what were you saying?
I didn't know about any of this stuff. Yeah, I think there's still a way, He might try to undo it. He might just say, somebody else go ahead and take the charges and we'll extradite his ass.
Yeah, really. Like, okay, well, we can't do it here in the United States, but you know, the entire world. You know, listen.
Send him to the UK.
What's that?
Send him to the UK.
There you go. Or at least, you know, here's what we could do is just add an amendment to the Antarctica agreement that the world has, and we just throw a Fauci crimes against humanity on top of that. The world has already signed it. Bada boom, bada bing. Someone take him and lock him up forever. Him and Bill Gates.
Man, you shouldn't be able to pardon future crimes.
No, like he did it with his son too, right? Didn't
really,
he give like
yeah? Well, no, his son was convicted, but then he overturned the convictions and then like pardoned any other stuff they could find on him. So it was a little bit more different because the son was already tied up in legal stuff. You know what I mean? Like this guy, you know, there was no like legal documents on Fauci yet. You know, and no court proceedings yet. That said, hey, this is what we're coming after you for. So just to preemptively be like, oh yeah, and by the way, you're forgiven for this if they ever find anything on it. It's like, come on, bro.
Seriously. Come on, bro. All right. I have what? That was it that we couldn't do. So I'm trying, man, all of a sudden Google says that it can't. Man, I was on Google Trends trying to worldwide search in the last 12 months, crypto, Bitcoin, and meme coins. I had Bitcoin and crypto up. As soon as I typed in meme coin, now it says, oops, there was a problem displaying the page. Now it like won't load. What a joke.
Well, you know that Google has been told that they need to divest by the government. So they've been trying to figure out how to break their company up and make their product not so good and this, that, and other.
You're joking, right?
No, the government told them they're a monopoly and they need to break apart.
That's wild.
And actually, Google done their own studies. Congress found that Google did their own studies and then deleted what they found from the studies. And the study showed that Google could turn down the quality of their product and still make just as much money.
Damn. Shout out to Google, man. Running the
DOJ
show
asked them to do that.
What was that, KT?
The Department of Justice asked Google to, it was floating an idea of selling off like Chrome, Android, stuff like that. Nothing that I can see so far that's official, but they're trying.
How does
Kind of
that,
like
does
the
that
old
help
mob
crypto?
stuff. I don't have a clue.
Do you think
I
Brave
don't think
browser?
they're related.
Do you think Brave browser will like ever be a thing? And I only asked you that because there's like, you know, some crypto you can have the BAT token that's kind of attached to that.
Depends on how crazy the Google stuff goes. It might, but I don't use it.
All right. XRP up to 330, back up to where almost all-time high again. Love to see that. I'm looking at TradingView. HBAR. Do you think HBAR is going to rip up? Or do you think we're going to consolidate and trade sideways for a little bit?
Didn't HBAR pump up this weekend?
Yeah, well, so it had pumped up to like 40 cents and then retraced back down to like, I don't know, the low 30s. And today it pumped back up to 36. But yeah, it like what was it? At the end of last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, went from like 27 cents up to like 40 cents. So it kind of is going back to where it was before the weekend. Back at the 36-cent level.
I don't know. I think it's the Bitcoin show right now. Bitcoin dominance is at 59%. So unless we get a drop down, I really think Bitcoin's going to take the cake right now.
Whoa, really? All right, so yeah, 57.8% on coin market cap. But where are you seeing it on like TradingView?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm on my phone. Let me tell you what chart I'm looking at.
Let's see. What is the code for Bitcoin dominance?
It's BTC.D.
Thank you. That's right. BTC.D. Here we go. Yeah, 59.08. There you go. Definitely has been going up for the last couple of days here from, let's see, about 57 to 59. Where was our all-time high? Was like 60 something. That was back when who the hell was calling that?
Oh, you're talking about Ben from Into Cryptoverse, right?
Yeah, Ben Cowan, yeah. 61.53% back in November. Very interesting. Postmaster, my guy. Man, that was weird. Man, you can, Postmaster, you can raise your hand back up. I don't know what was going on there. I was trying to bring you up, and then it said that you could talk, but now it shows you as a listener. So if you want to come on up, go ahead. That goes for anybody else that's in the space as well. If you feel like chit-chatting and being a part of the conversation, just raise your hand. Come on up. Let's go. Happy Monday. Guys, smash the like button, hit the heart, do the things you got to do. We got about 13 minutes or so left today, and we could maybe run longer if you guys want, if there's anything that we get into that we got to talk about. Or, y'all can skedaddle on for the day. Is anybody doing anything? It's a holiday. Is everybody off today? What's up, Post?
No, I'm driving like I always do.
What up? What up? Jay Chains, my ears were burning. I heard you say HBAR and dropping. I was like, no way that thing's gonna go down, my guy. No way that's going down. We got
didn't say
the
drop.
Canary Capital ETF
I didn't say
sitting
drop.
on the desk right now.
I am just wondering, are we going to go sideways again? Because here, like, if we look at the chart, and this, obviously, HBAR did a wonderful job of just gaining some traction and ripping up from, say the 5 cent-ish range back towards the tail end of last year up to, where we are now. But if you look at the chart on the daily, man, from about early December, basically traded sideways until last weekend when we hit that next leg up. But the question is, are we going to next leg up and then create another accumulation zone, or are we just going straight vertical? What's the plan for HBAR?
Man, what I think is the focus right now is getting our retail tokens listed on exchanges with USDC and HBAR. We do have USDC HBAR, but it's not listed on any of the major exchanges. So what I do believe is the top is looking into what it's going to take to get USDC HBAR listed on those major exchanges and start getting those huge blue chip pairs like Dovu, Karate, all like the really good memes that are going that have plus 5 million market cap. Those guys are going to be really focused on getting on centralized exchanges. This is something that HBAR, the hash graph, has kind of had a little bit of a problem with, because you have that extra little memo that you got to send, and a lot of exchanges have kind of a headache dealing with that. So I think that's all getting solved right now. Once we see USDC in Hedera listed on, say, like Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, that's when you're going to see like an absolute beast run out of this bad boy. Now, don't forget, guys, this is all like the rumors are growing right now. So I like to say you buy the rumors, sell the news, and there's lots of rumors going around in HBAR right now. So that means it could be a real hot token to buy.
There you go. I love that. I'm really interested at when, it's funny, you see Binance futures listing, Binance adding the Trump coin, the futures adding the Melania coin. I know that there's a rumor for them to add Ondo as well. That would be massive. HBAR does not trade on Binance?
Yeah, it's on Binance.
Okay.
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay.
But I do think the big catalyst is going to be getting that USDC HBAR, like the HTS version of it on those exchanges. And this is really going to open up HBAR for investors, traders, the whole bit.
All right.
Futures, perpetuals, all that shit.
Just give them the full suite of stuff over on all the centralized exchanges. I see what you're saying. Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, HBAR is definitely on Binance. Okay. There you go. I'm ready for Ondo to get listed on there. What other rumors do we know in crypto? What other rumors? The rumor is that Ondo will get listed on Binance very soon. That would be huge. What other rumors do we know or have we heard?
Bro, Ondo was ripping the other day.
Hell yeah, it kind of went down a little bit, but that's the thing. There was the big unlock. I had somebody say that if you guys can maybe help me with my memory, I think earlier on, and I think I maintained the whole position, but I had someone telling me that I was telling people to sell their Ondo. I don't remember telling people to sell. I think I remember saying, like, if it was continuing to have ripped, I would have I probably would have sold, waited for a correction, and then gotten in. However, since we saw that top in December at 214 and has since gone back down, I'm pretty sure that I've maintained the same position since mid-December, that it doesn't look like we're going to be selling ahead of the unlock. Now, if something were to change, again, if this thing was pumping leading up to the unlock, that would have been a key indicator that it was a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. But we knew of like weeks in advance that this was not the case, and so we had been maintaining that same position of there's no reason to sell unless you said if it was sold at $2, okay, not $1.20. Thank you, Danielson. Like, if things were still ripping, it would have made sense to sell and wait for a correction, but they weren't, and it was weeks. And I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't crazy, because I know I potentially have the option to be crazy. I just wanted to make sure. So thank you. Thank you, Danielson, over on the chat.
I've only ever heard you tell me to buy Ondo, and I never listened, and I would have been up 50% if I would have listened to you back in like a couple months ago.
Oh, you'd be up more than, about 50%, because it was, we hung out at the 70 cents. Now, here's the deal. If you were people like Waddy, it's been a while since we've seen Waddy in the show, and that's all right. I hope everything's going well. But he was one guy that said that he wasn't touching Ondo until it is in the 50-cent range. And then a few weeks later, we had a market-wide correction, and sure as shit, Ondo went down into the 50-cent level. So I'm assuming that there were a lot of people that took advantage of that dip. And if you did, good on you, brother, because that's a 3x from where it is right now. And $1.50 for Ondo was nothing. And it actually may be in the $1.40 range right now. Let me double check that. 140. Yeah. But bright future with the folks at BlackRock. They were a sponsor of the crypto ball. They are one of those. I saw, if you guys have seen any of those Venn diagrams online on X, where the whole thing that Trump's saying about all the US based cryptos, there might be a little special thing for them. Well, Ondo it happens to check a couple boxes, right? Like, it is a US based one. There is some really good partnerships that it has to be with. Now, I don't believe it's in the Grayscale Trust, and I don't believe that it's, or at least not at the moment. And there was one other thing where it didn't touch, but I will tell you, like, I'm almost considering full porting over to Ondo. And I know that's stupid, but I just feel like it may be better to be like one of those guys. You make all your money in one thing. Like, everybody heard the story of the one guy who held on to his Home Depot stock that turned him into a gazillionaire. Maybe that's the move. I don't know. I don't advocate for that at all. Diversification.
That seems risky, but sometimes you win.
It's like sometimes, again, and I appreciate you said that, it is risky, right? But I do love the whole idea of no risk, no reward. Diversification is key. However, the writing's on the wall with where some of these things are going, right? Would I do that with XRP? Probably not. Do I feel like, we read an article last week that said XRP with the ETF, with the strategic US based basket of, reserve, like XRP, SWI, USDC. I know that it doesn't really make sense to group that in with some of those coins because it's a stable coin, but I think the whole idea of, like, that's what it was, right? Like XRP, SWI, Solana, to see a basket of coins that get thrown into a country strategic reserve because they are US based, I think that could see some of these coins absolutely rocket ship. But I don't believe that being a one coin portfolio on XRP would be smart at this point. If you had caught it early on, maybe, but I don't know. What do you guys think about some of the differences in saying? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, for somebody who's got like a small portfolio, that may be a way to hopefully, maximize their profit. But there again, even in that situation, you're still betting on one horse, and odds are that one horse ain't gonna or odds are that one horse is probably not gonna get you where you want to be unless you put a large enough chunk of money in it.
Yeah, but I agree with the strategy of, maybe that's the move where you don't have the biggest portfolio and you go into one that is going to perform well, maybe not outperform the market, but it's less of a risky play than, finding something that's, maybe closer to 100 ranked versus something that's in the top 20. Yeah, it's all a part of the strategy and what you're here for. And, are you here to become financially free? Well, that's not going to be the move for you. You need to kind of hit the lottery. But then you got to play much riskier, and you probably got to make more moves and do all that stuff. I don't know. This is that point in the game, guys, where we really got to start to think about what's going to happen in our industry. What is going to happen with this crypto ecosystem if the retail market does just show up? Think about, Solana overnight. Was it Phantom? I was reading a tweet this morning where they basically apologized. Who did they apologize? They apologized to Ansem. Oh, it was Coinbase. Brian Armstrong, I think, had responded to Ansem. He had said something about how let me look this up because I don't want to fuck it up. But he had gotten a response back. Let's see. Man, here we go. So he had posted, done using Coinbase until the issues with Solana transaction times are fixed. That was 21 hours ago. And then Brian Armstrong responded to him, said, the team is working hard on scaling our Solana infrastructure right now. Lots of Solana activity the last few days. We were not anticipating this level of surge. That was pretty interesting to see Brian Armstrong respond. Coinbase has typically got shitty customer service, as you guys know. I don't use it, so maybe some people can say that their customer service is better than that, but I don't know if I've ever seen Brian Armstrong respond to someone like that on a customer service issue. Hash, what's up, man? What brought you back up here?
Inauguration day. I had a meeting. I had to dip. So I don't know. I just came back up to say what's up. Give it a good old, don't forget to tune in tomorrow to see how this all plays out, 9 a.m. Eastern, and to give my daily reminder that Twitter users are far superior to your YouTube audience, if you can even call them that.
That's like your opinion, man. In the wise words of Lebowski, I don't roll in Shabbos, baby. All right. Hey.
I don't roll on Shabbos.
I definitely want to go bowling. I'm not the best bowler in the world, but I always have such a good time bowling. And I either start out like amazing and then fall off real hard, or I start off like trash, like gutter ball trash, and then like start throwing strikes. It's one way or the other. It's never, I never suck the whole way, and I'm never amazing the whole way. It's either I start sucky and end strong, or start strong and end sucky. That's bowling.
Regardless of whether or not we actually get to the lanes, I do think it would be really cool to have team bowling shirts made up.
Ooh, I do like bowling shirts. They usually fit you really nice. What's nice about a bowling shirt, and I've had several in my day. You go through those phases. What's nice about a bowling shirt, or that style shirt, like let's see. It's a Cuban shirt. What do you actually call them? What are those things called, guys? I need your help.
Are they called Hawaiian shirts?
Oh, Guyabera. The Guyabera, right? It's the style of a shirt typically that you would see with the bowling and all that stuff. I would tell you They fit. They usually are a little oversized, so it's kind of like sometimes, you know, you put your nice pants on and then you go out for a big meal and you wish you were wearing your stretchy pants. The cool thing about a bowling shirt is that, one, it's got a collar and buttons, so you look nice, you look dressed up, you can pretty much get into anywhere. But they usually have a little extra material. So say you go and you eat a pizza or a couple extra slices, you can make room with that belly in those bowling shirts, and so. Maybe that's a good idea. I know that we did put the socks up in the merch store. So if anybody was looking for some Web3 breakfast socks, those are there. Bowling shirts or a style like that. Let's take a look at that. I don't hate it. I don't hate that. And I still have to order my winter hat. As you can see, I'm still wearing my Costco, just plain black one. I should probably order that soon before winter ends. And then wouldn't make sense to have one. Go ahead, Ash.
Well, then you'll have it for next year.
Yeah.
I was just hoping that, like, you know, in the spirit of Pizza Friday, we could maybe go around the room here right at the end and give our predictions. Is this a sell the news, or is this a we're fucking ripping today, baby?
I love that. Yeah, we can do that. Now, we don't have music, or do we? No, that's not music.
No.
No music. So we don't have it's not that kind of, it's not as cool as the Friday pizza order, but yeah, we'll definitely I'm going to start with Neil. What do you think? Are we pumping or dumping today? I didn't hear him.
I don't hear him either.
I also cannot hear Neil.
I see him coming off mute, but there's nothing coming out. That's wild.
Fucking Trump's America, baby.
Ugh. Man, Neil, because we can't hear you, if you could just throw up an emoji, either a thumb up for pump and a thumb down for dump. Hash, I didn't ask you.
My apologies.
That's okay. When it's your turn, you can, if you don't want to be vocal, you can choose to be an emoji. Frank, what do you think? Pump or dump today?
You're gonna have to come back to me. I'm still thinking about it. I didn't think he was gonna come to me this fast.
All right. It's the old surprise attack. All right, Hash, your turn. What do you think? Pump or dump today?
I didn't take any profits, so we're definitely going to dump because I personally control the market with my buys and sells.
Okay. I'm into it. I like that. Mike, the modern Canadian, what are you thinking? Pumping or dumping?
So I think we did pump. I think we made a new all-time high and nobody's really talking about. So we did have the pump, but I took profits today, and so we're probably going to continue to go up.
All right. I like that. Who is next? KT. What do you think? Pump or dump?
Yeah, I think it's pumping. All the non-cryptos are going to get into it this afternoon, or at least try to, and it's going to go crazy.
Could you imagine if mass adoption happened today? That'd be wild.
Are the banks closed in the U.S. today?
Yeah.
Bank, yeah, but online you can do all kinds of shenanigans, and let's just say I'm buckling up for the ride.
Put your seatbelts and your safety helmets on, boys and gals. Postmaster, what do you think? Pump or dump?
Let's pump it higher.
Man, I'm a huge fan of that. I think that let's see, Frank, did you get to your?
Yeah, I do. Just because of that, I think everything but HBAR is going to pump. HBAR is going to go down. Ondo might go sideways, but everything else is going to go pump.
All right. I see how it is. Neil, he's got his hand up.
Hating on HBAR.
Oh, we still can't hear you, Neil. I don't understand what's going on. I see you come off mute, but then we can't hear a thing. Wild. He's heading out. Do you think he'll come back? Do you think the whole idea is for him to leave and come back? Yes. All right. The answer is yes to that. I saw him come back. Now come back up to the stage, Neil. We hope that we can hear you because this is now the most important answer that we've been waiting for all, and he's gone again. Oh, that's sad. All right. Well,
he's coming back.
We'll give him 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, that's it. We'll have to tune back in tomorrow, and we'll hear what he said. Now, it may have worked out to his advantage, or maybe the opposite. We'll see. But I do appreciate, all jokes aside, I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead and smash the like button on your way out, or hit the heart if you are watching on X. The afternoon show. I'm 50% right now if I'm going to do it or not. It all depends on how the day goes. And it is cold here, and we're expecting some winter weather. So if I decide not to do it, I will let you guys know. You will know well in advance, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the festivities that are here in the U.S. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Happy Inauguration Day. And thank you for joining us at Web3 Breakfast. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. As you know, adios, amigos.